there everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. So today I will be taking a look at the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Core Class Megatron, the Decepticon leader himself. So let's get down to the review table and see what the big deal is for this little figure. So let's get it on, man, let's go! But before we take a look at the figure, it's always nice to take a look at the packaging right here. So you got the nice Transformers Kingdom War for Cybertron Trilogy logo. You got the Ark crashed right there on the volcano, and you do have a nice, beautiful image there of Megatron just running, I guess, to attack. I don't know. You can see the Nemesis ship right there. He is WFC-K13. His name is Megatron, and the Transformers logo, Transformers Generations, Takara Tomy, Hasbro, 8+, and he is a core class right there. And you got the obligatory product shot. There's no bio on these guys, unfortunately. The Decepticon symbol, Transformers more than meets the eye, the robot mode, tank mode, 12 steps, name is Megatron again, and the beautiful caving texture of the obligatory product shots, and I do quite like that. So that is pretty much it for the packaging itself. And here is little core class Megatron fully transformed into his tank mode. I do quite like the tank mode, I will say. It's really it's a nice miniature version of the Earthrise Voyager class Megatron. I think they did a great job with this tank mode. Yeah, the feet are just sticking out at the back, just like the you know, the Earthrise version, but it's okay. It is what it is. And you can see the arms are just blatantly visible. But I'm fine with that, you know. You know, it's copying, you know, the Earthrise Megatron configuration for the arms, so it is what it is. And you can see here this barrel right there. Let's take this off right now and take a look at this gun. Now this gun, if it's not blatantly obvious, this is basically a Megatron in his gun mode. It's very reminiscent to that gun, so yeah, it's pretty cute, it's pretty funny, and yeah, pretty interesting to have a gun, you know, become the turret, the main turret for the tank mode. It's a Megatron in his gun mode, sure. It's quite cute. It's cute. It's adorable, although it's also quite awkward. But anyway, so but yeah, it's got some nice molding detail all around. Got nice super paint for the treads right here. And honestly, I like this color scheme more than the Earthrise Voyager class Megatron, because I think this one looks more menacing as a tank. The Earthrise Megatron tank, it's just like unpainted gray with some battle damage. I mean, I like that paint work, but I think this one, you know, has a better, you know, color scheme wise. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty nice. You got him under here. You got the you can see his visible head right there, and you can see the robot mode chest. Yeah. I mean, it's a simple figure, simple little fun figure. You know, and there's nothing much to write home about with these guys. But I do quite like the core class figures. They're really fun to mess with. They're really cool figures. They're very detailed, very posable. So yeah, pretty cool. Now in tank mode, you can actually rotate the turret a full 360, which is nice, and you can actually move this up if you want to do that. And that's pretty much it for the articulation in tank mode. And yeah. So let us move on to some size comparisons. Here is Megatron compared with the core class Optimus Prime, and they do look blah 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 blah, and my tongue stops working. And they do look good together. That's what I was trying to say. But yeah, they look quite good together. So let's move on. Here is Megatron compared with the core class Rat Trap, with the core class Vertebrake. And last but not least, here is Megatron compared with the Earthrise Voyager class Megatron. You can see some of the details. They actually replicated really well on this figure. So yeah, they actually replicated the feet sticking out, which is pretty funny. So yeah, but yeah, all around, yeah, two little tank Megatrons, I will say. yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. So that is pretty much it for the alt mode comparisons. Okay, I guess we are pretty much done with the tank mode. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's basic. You know, there are no wheels, you know, under the tread, so he can't really roll. He more slides. So yeah, he just slides. So let us transform Megatron into his robot mode. So the first thing I would like to do is to take off the little mini Megatron in his gun mode, which is pretty funny. Anyway, so now you want to take the arms right here. You want to untab this section right there, and you want to unplug all this together. And there we go. Just bring this out a little bit. Bring this out on this hinge, and there we go. And you want to take the legs right here, just untap them, and just fold them down, just like so. And just unfold them down. Whoops! I popped this off. How did that happen? How did that happen? What? That's not supposed to happen. What? Wow! Pop that off. Anyway, but anyway, so just bring all this down, and that will tab into place. There we got the legs all done and ready. So now you want to take the waist right here, just rotate it 180, and there you got the lower body all done. So let's move on to the upper body. So then I want to take this section right here, just bring this up like so, and just bring this over, and that will tab into place, and that will tab into place. Push it in. There we go. Just rotate this arm forward so the elbows are oriented properly. Just bring down the cannon, just like that, just like that. Now this arm has a little bit of a different transformation right here. Just want to take this section right here, just rotate this around. So they got the proper hand, just facing the right way, and there we go. Now take this entire section right here. You got these slots right in there. There we go, onto these two tabs. Just bring all this down all the way until that tabs into place. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we are done. So there you have the core class Megatron fully transformed into his robot mode, and he looks pretty good. I will say it's a really good looking Megatron. I like this. I really like this. Really cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the shoulders can bug you a little bit, but it doesn't really bug me, you know. I give him, like, you know, like gladiator-looking shoulders, and I do quite like that. I do quite like that, and I like how, you know, the backpack is actually hidden behind these shoulders. You know, you don't see the backpack all that much. So yeah, I know he has a big, huge backpack, but so did the, you know, the Earthrise version. So yeah, so I don't have a problem with the backpacks because I don't display my figures facing the wall, so I don't really care about what the backpack looks like, so I don't really want to complain about it, so because I don't care about the backpack. It's just the back. Who cares about the back anyway? So and anyway, so let's get in close here so we can take a look at the head sculpt. Very nice Buckethead and Megatron G1 head sculpt, I will say. I think this one pulls off the look a little bit better than the Earthrise version. I mean, I still like the Earthrise Megatron head sculpt, but I think this one pulls it off a little bit better. Got a nice red for the eyes. Yeah, all around, nice paintwork. Got the nice silver chest, the Decepticon symbol. Got a nice red, and a nice blue, red, yellow, and no, that's not black paint because that's just the mushroom hinge right there. But yeah, nice paintwork on the chest. I do quite like it. It's very beautiful. Yeah, nice silver paint for the hands as well. Yeah, pretty cool. Got his fusion cannon, which is nice. I do quite like that. His legs. Yeah, pretty nicely done. Would have been nice if his feet were painted silver, but it is what it is. It's still a very nice looking Megatron. A very fun figure to mess with. So, now, in terms of the articulation, the head can actually rotate a full 360 on this tight mushroom hinge, which is pretty tight, and the arms are on the ball joint, can actually move up that far, can move back only a little bit, you know, very slight bit. The arms can actually move in and out. You do have a elbow joint right here, the ball joint at the elbow. Yeah, got some swivel right here, and you do have 90 degrees bend at the elbow. No wrist swivel, but technically on this side it has a wrist swivel. Technically, but it's not really a useful wrist swivel, but it's there if you want to use it. He does have a waist swivel, which is really nice. Optimus Prime doesn't have a waist swivel, I don't think so. The legs are on the ball joint. You can move up that far, you can move back, only that far, and you can do the full splits, which is nice. And you have a bit of a rotation at the hip, and you do have a ball joint at the knee. You have a rotation, a full rotation right there, and you do have about 90 degrees of bend. No ankle tilt, unfortunately, but still, he's pretty poseable. Pretty poseable, I will say. Yeah, and the plastic quality is pretty sturdy, I will say. It's nice, you know, and solid, nice and tidy. I mean, the legs can feel a little bit loose on my copy, but it's just my copy. I don't know. It could be the case. Your mileage may vary. Maybe your copy will be like, you know, they have tight hip joints, you know, but still, it's a nice little Megatron figure. I do quite like him. And now he can definitely, you can do, blah, 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 again, my tongue has malfunctioned. Anyway, so, now, there are a couple of things that you can do with this gun. You get this little peg right here. You can actually store this on the back. And you got the traditional Megatron silencer at the back, which is really nice. I do quite like that. Or you can actually take this and plug this into his hand, and you can have Megatron holding himself, which is funny. So yeah. Now a part of me kind of wish that I had a G1 Megatron that turns into a gun mode. I really want a Megatron that turns into a gun mode, but unfortunately the only way to go about it is the third-party Megatrons and the official Masterpiece Megatron, unfortunately. But I don't go with Masterpieces, so I can't really get the MP Megatron, so I'm sorry. But anyway, so let us move on to some size comparisons. Here is Megatron compared with the Core Class Optimus Prime. They look good together, I will say. They look pretty good together. He's a little bit shorter than Optimus Prime, and I don't really like that. I don't really like that because, for me, Megatron and Optimus Prime should always be eye to eye. I kind of wish he was a little bit taller so they can actually be eye to eye with Optimus Prime, but it is what it is. But yeah, I don't really like how he's shorter than Optimus Prime. But anyway, let's move on. Here is Megatron compared with the Core Class Rat Trap, with the Core Class Vertebrate, and last but not least, with the Earthrise Forger Class Megatron. Oh, look at Core Class Megatron. Look how cute and small he is compared with his daddy. Oh, that's just adorable. Oh my gosh. This Megatron is like, son, I will teach you on how to become a gladiator and to become the leader of the Decepticons. He's teaching him a lesson. There we go. But anyway, so that's pretty much it for the robot mode comparisons. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Core Class Megatron. And I actually like this figure. I really like this figure a lot, and the transformation is very nice and smooth, so it's definitely an enjoyable figure to mess with. Articulation is pretty good, but I kind of wish he had an ankle tilt, but it is what it is. It's a Core Class figure. You're not gonna expect that much. But yeah, he's still pretty poseable. You can actually put him in a nice striking pose. I do quite like that. The paintwork, really nice paintwork. I do quite like the silver that they put on the chest. I think this guy has a more more shinier paint than the Earthrise version. The Earthrise version was just like the unpainted gray plastic. I mean, I don't mind the unpainted gray plastic, but I think I prefer this color scheme right here. Has that nice silver paint, and I do quite like that very much. The robot mode looks pretty good. Tank mode looks really good. Yeah, gappy in the back, but it's the back. I don't really care. And yeah, the robot mode has a big, huge backpack, but I don't care about the backpack. Again, I don't really care about it. So yeah. But yeah, overall, it's a really nicely done figure. I do quite like this very much. So now if I were to rank Core Class Megatron from a scale of 1 to 10, I think he gets a 9 out of 10. Yeah, he's a 9 out of 10, surprisingly. If he wanted to be a 10 out of 10, he definitely needed some extra paint at the toes and and the ankle tilt. You know, if he had the ankle tilt and silver paint on the feet, then he would be a 10 out of 10. But yeah, 9 out of 10, really good score. It's a really good figure. I highly recommend it. So, okay, so that is pretty much it for today's video review. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And while you're at it, click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you know when my new videos are up and ready. And you can always check out my Transformers Kingdom Reviews playlist for any videos you may have missed. I'll post a link to that playlist in the description down below. And I think that's pretty much it for me to say. So there you have the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Core Class Megatron. And this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out.